Gantz. Gunst? Nat Zero is an interesting movie. The first thing you might notice is the animation style. Not only is it animated with CGI, it's also been mocapped. Normally, I don't like CGI anime because it normally looks like this, but this is an exception, probably because it's a 90-minute game cutscene instead of a janky mess, but I'll get more into that later. First, a little backstory. The Nat series started in the early 2000s and was created by Hiroya Oku as a manga series. The basic plot centers around recently dead people coming back to life to play a game-like extermination mission killing aliens in Japan. The manga has currently been adapted into a 26-episode anime series, 2 live-action films and an animated film, this one here. The plot of this movie differs slightly from the main series, which I had no idea about when I first watched it. It shares the basic premise and some of the characters, yet some of the minor details have changed. Quoting from Wikipedia.
When the Gantz sphere opens, green text appears on the surface, informing those present that their lives have ended and now belong to him. A picture and brief information is shown of some of the Gantz targets. Gantz orders them to go and kill them. Except for a single mission, all the targets are aliens living on Earth, which take on a wide variety of forms. During the mission, normal people cannot see the players or the aliens.
Instead, in this movie, the orb isn't shown to contain anyone. The ominous
"All your base are belong to us"
type line is missing. Only one target is shown and civilians can see both the aliens and the players. Another change to the 100-point reward tier. In the manga you get 3 choices.
The participant can return to their normal life, never having to be summoned by Gantz again. As a price, their memories of Gantz and their mission will be erased. Option 2, the participant obtains a unique and extremely powerful weapon. Option 3, the participant can revive someone who has died during a mission from Gantz's memory.
In the movie, it's implied that Gantz can choose the same player at any time when it's shown that Kato was a past participant. So why the changes? Well, I can't really say for certain since I haven't experienced previous versions of Gantz, but I can only imagine that this is a slightly alternate version, a lot like the Pokemon games. Editor's note: the movie adapts chapters 21 to 25 of the original manga called the Osaka arc, meaning that it's an O, not 0. Since the movie uses a story from halfway through the manga, it had to be changed slightly for first-time viewers, which is why it's different. When you watch this movie, you'll most likely find the final boss the most interesting character. Unfortunately, the human characters suffer from stereotype syndrome: mature young man fighting for his family, sexy woman with huge boobs, edgy gamer teen, old man, badass veteran, and so on. The aliens, which take the form of classic Japanese mythological creatures, are the most interesting ones, so unfortunately I have to mark it down for that. That being said, the designs of the aliens are fantastic. So, this movie isn't perfect. I won't go so far and say that it's a great film either. I'd say it's a perfectly decent action movie if you want a fix of graphic violence without concentrating on deeper themes and ideas. That being said, I would still recommend this movie for not only fans of Gantz, an anime, but for anyone. You can still watch it in English if you don't want to read subtitles, and since it's a self-contained story, you don't have to dive into hundreds of pages of manga or hours of anime to understand what's going on. However, I am planning on watching the anime, so I may do a redux based on my thoughts of watching that.